It was a quiet evening in the small town of Pinewood. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over the trees, and the air was cool and crisp. Most people were settling in for the night, but at the Pinewood police station, things were about to get exciting. Officer Mike Sullivan was on duty that night. He was a tall man with a friendly smile and a good sense of humor. Little did he know, his evening was about to take an unexpected turn. Suddenly, the phone rang. Mike answered it with his usual cheerful tone. Pinewood Police, Officer Sullivan speaking. How can I help you? On the other end, a shaky voice responded. Help! There's something big in the woods. I think it's about 9 feet tall and covered in hair. Mike's eyebrows shot up. Can you describe what you saw? It's huge. I was out walking my dog, Max, and we heard a noise. Then we saw a big, hairy figure between the trees. Max barked and ran home, but I couldn't move. It looked right at me, the caller stammered. Okay, Mike said, trying to calm the man. What's your name? Jacob Thompson. Jacob, where are you right now? I'm at the edge of the Pinewood Park, near the old oak tree. Please come quickly. Mike turned to Chief Emma Reed, who was sitting nearby. She had sharp eyes and didn't believe in ghost stories. She raised an eyebrow when Mike shared the call with her. Do you think we should check it out? Mike asked. I suppose it's worth a look, Emma replied, grabbing her jacket. Ranger Jake will want to come along. Within minutes, they gathered their gear and set off to find Jacob. The darkness in the woods was growing thicker, and the sounds of evening rustled around them. As they entered the park, they spotted Jacob standing under the old oak tree, visibly shaking. He was in his late 20s, with messy hair and wide eyes. Mike approached him first. Hey, Jacob, we're here. Can you show us where you saw it? Jacob nodded, pointing toward the thick tree line. It was right over there. I swear, officer, was real. Ranger Jake, a sturdy man with years of experience in the woods, stepped forward. Let's see if we can find any clues. Everybody stay close. With flashlights in hand, the group moved cautiously into the woods, the beams dancing wildly through the trees. The sound of leaves crunching underfoot echoed in the quiet night. They reached a clearing where a few branches were broken and some bushes were pushed aside. Ranger Jake knelt down to examine the ground. Look here, he said, brushing away the leaves. These footprints are huge. They're not from any animal I know. Jacob's eyes widened in fear. What is it? I don't know yet, but it looks like we're not alone, Jake replied. Just then, a loud rustling noise echoed from behind the trees. They all froze, their hearts pounding. Emma whispered, We should check it out, but be careful. As they slowly crept toward the sound, another noise startled them. It was a low growl, deep and resonant. The group exchanged nervous glances, the air heavy with tension. Suddenly, from behind a clump of bushes, they glimpsed it. A massive figure, 9 feet tall, covered in thick, shaggy hair. It had glowing eyes that reflected the beam of their flashlights. Stay back, Emma ordered, raising her flashlight. The creature turned, its expression unsure. It was as curious about them as they were about it. And maybe it's scared, Jacob stammered. Let's not provoke it, Jake said, keeping his voice steady. We should slowly back away. They took small, careful steps, but the creature remained still, watching them. Just as they thought they were safe, Jacob's foot slipped, snapping a twig. The figure jerked and let out a loud roar that shook the woods. Adrenaline kicked in, and the group ran. They dashed through the trees, the sounds of their heartbeats matching the pounding of their feet. Emma shouted, Head back to the entrance. Don't stop for anything. They bolted toward the glow of the streetlights. Behind them, they could hear branches breaking. But they didn't dare look back. They sprinted until they reached the safety of the parking lot. Once they stopped, a mix of fear and excitement washed over them. They all stood catching their breath, the adrenaline still pumping through their veins. What was that thing? Mike asked, still in shock. I don't know, Jake replied, shaking his head. But whatever it is, it's not your average animal. Jacob looked at them, eyes wide. Do you think we'll come back? Emma shook her head, a thoughtful look on her face. I think it's just as scared of us as we are of it. From that night on, the story of the 9-foot hairy figure spread through Pinewood. People whispered about it, and Jacob had become a local legend. The rangers continued to patrol the woods, but never encountered the creature again. As time passed, the mystery deepened, leaving behind a tale of curiosity and wonder that would be told around campfires for years to come.